Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for checking out Exile Comics. I'm Justin, doing a haul for new books that came out on August 10th. So that's today. It's New Comic Book Day. If you're a comic book fan, this is our favorite day of the week. This is the day that we get to go to the shop and see everything that's there. Because if you wait till next week, you're probably going to miss something that you really wanted to pick up, or a variant cover that you really wanted, something like that. This week was pretty big twoey for me, if you want to say that. If that's a term, big twoey. Because it was just Marvel and DC. I didn't get any independents. There were a couple Image books that I probably should have picked up. I know there was a number one, like Black Monday Murders or something like that, I think is what it was. So I may go back and get that. So if this is your first time watching, I really appreciate you checking us out. What we're going to be doing is going through the books that I picked up this week. Do Marvel first, DC first, and then Marvel. And then after I do that, I'll go through all the comments from last week. So there were a good number, so we'll go through those. And I really appreciate everybody commenting. New subscribers, I really appreciate that. Super close to 200 subs. Once I hit that, we'll do a live show. Just talk about some stuff that's going on. So let's just kind of get into it so we can get through the books here. I got a comic shop news. Some Fantastic Four awesomeness on it. Look at that. That's awesome. So, what do you do with your comic shop news? Does everybody get that? Do you just throw it away? Do you keep them in a pile? Like I don't know what to do. Sometimes I use them for packing. Yeah, it happens. All right. So, of course, the big book this week, All-Star Batman issue number 1. I got cover number 3 because I thought this was a really, really cool cover. I really like it. So we will see what happens in this book. Everybody, I think, has seen that preview. If I can actually show it to you without being in the book here. Batman in a field. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay. Next, we got a Deathstroke Rebirth, issue number 1. This is cover 2. Stephen Platt did the cover. If you know Stephen Platt, he did like Prophet way back in the day. And before that, he did a Moon Knight run in the 90s that ended, and then he went over to Image. And then he's done random other stuff since then. But definitely want to check this out. First issue of... Oh, sweet. He's got the gray hair and everything again. Kind of. I'm colorblind. Maybe it's blonde. I don't know. So we'll see how this book's going. I didn't read anything of this one prior, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on or what will be going on in that story. But it is a Rebirth issue, so it'll pretty much just set everything up for us. Alright, the other number 1 from DC this week is Superwoman, well, one that I picked up. And this is Lois Lane with the powers of Superman. But if I read this right, they're killing her somehow. So, of course, it all comes with a price. I have a dog making noise. Oh yeah, beautiful inside spread there. Really, really cool. I mean, she is wearing the House of L symbol. So then we have to figure out which Lois this is. Is it the Lois that works at the Daily Planet? Is it Superman's wife Lois? Like, what Lois is this? I got a whining dog. Sorry. He's fun. Alright, next. Detective Comics, issue 938. And this is cover 2. B cover on this one. The first cover had like Robin and some other ones, but I really like this one. We got Batman, Spoiler, and Orphan on the cover. So really interested to see where this story goes. The last issue was awesome. So we got our team busting in, basically is what's begun to happen. I want to show you something without giving too much away. And it looks like the first few pages are backstory or flashback. Alright, screw it. Here we go. Battle scene. Clayface going nuts over there. It's crazy that he's a good guy right now. And I think that's really cool, the way they're using him. Alright, next is Action 961. Been a really solid story. Lex, everybody. Wonder Woman just showed up in the last episode. Or the last issue. So, yeah, Stan Jurgens writing this one. So, of course, it's going to be good. Bam! Bam! So, it's been solid since it came back. Alright, next is The Flash, issue number 4. Yeah, this has been a good one. Of course, it ties in Well, it hasn't really tied in. But we got all the new people coming, all the new Flash, or all the new speedsters because of the lightning storms that are being caused by somebody. Alright, so we kind of went through this fast. But the last DC book is Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns, issue number 2. So, first issue was pretty good. First two, actually. The Rebirth and then the actual ongoing. But, so we got a lot of stuff with Sinestro going on in this issue. Or should be, with him controlling War World, being rejuvenated by Parallax in the last issue. Oh man, there's a lot of craziness going on in that. Okay, that was all the DC. So now we'll get into Marvel. And I only got a few Marvel here, so this will go kind of quick. Picked up The Accused, issue number 1. Knowing this is a Civil War tie-in, but of course Daredevil is, or Matt Murdock really, is prominently featured in this book since he is on the case or as part of the trial of Hawkeye. So definitely want to check it out just because, crap, Daredevil's in it. If for nothing else, that's the only reason. Let's see. I got Marvel's in here too. There's a lot of stuff that I'm apparently not going to show you. So Trial Day 21. So apparently this goes on for quite some time. Alright, to go along with that, of course, Daredevil issue number 10 came out, starting a new story arc here with Dark Art. Charles Soule still killing it on this book. I think it's great. As a Daredevil fan, I really enjoy it. Having read the majority of Daredevil stories that have been out there. At this point, I have, anyway. So, that's good. Next, the last new book I picked up this week is Amazing Spider-Man 16, which I dropped this a while back just because I wasn't really digging it, but because it was so light and I didn't really get anything else, I've dropped so many Marvel titles at this point. I went back and went ahead and picked this one up. Or didn't go back, just went ahead and picked it up. But because of that, I did something I should have done a couple weeks ago and didn't think about it. Picked up Amazing Spider-Man number 15. Now, of course, this cover, everybody loved it, and a second printing came out today. So I got the first print, but my shop had already marked it up to $8, $7.99. So let me know what you think. Is this book already worth $8 at a shop? Or should it have still been retail, even though the second print came out? How do you feel about that? Which way would your shop have gone with this? So, and I did have to dig through a couple to find some that weren't like all scuffed up on the corners and things like that. Hate it when that stuff happens. Hate it when that stuff happens. Alright, so comments from last week. Here we go. Actually, I had a good amount, so bear with me. We'll kind of read through these, see what's going on. Let's see. First, we have Rob Harris. How's it going, Rob? Man, I appreciate it. He said, the comics you're not getting, Aquaman, Green Lanterns, and Wonder Woman, are some of my favorite comics from Rebirth. Man, I've heard that. I've heard that they're really good. I'm just not, for whatever reason, I'm not getting them. Man, how do you call DC Comics when they are so good? I'm going to have to do it, and I haven't even gotten Hellblazer, Shade, or Deadman yet. It's going to be rough. Yeah, and I mean, as much as you want to say you love all the DC characters, some you're going to like more than others. So that's really where I've kind of gone with it and just kind of, taking some books that I wouldn't normally get and just see how they're going. But for the majority of it, I'm buying stuff that I would like to know really about. Like Hellblazer would be a good example of something that I haven't read before, got it last week or week before, but really just didn't dig that first Rebirth issue. So I don't know if I'll be getting that again. So that's just kind of how you go with it. You pick it up, you read it. If you don't like it, don't get it. But really appreciate you watching, man. Thanks for posting. Please do it again next week. Mark Dawson, who is on Serho. All right, how's it going, man? Appreciate you posting. He said, awesome videos. Subscribe. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Next, we got Holger Peterson. How's it going, Holger? Holger said, my favorite books from last week are Detective 937, Action Comics 961, Miss Marvel 9, Uncanny Avengers 11, and The Mighty Thor 9. Yeah, really enjoyed that. Also need the Green Lantern, Star Trek, Spectrum Wars series. Not outstanding, but I liked it. Yeah, I really dug that series too. I liked how they kind of pulled them in. You had everybody. IDW is doing a good job with that, and DC's crossing over. Also, look for them to do offbeat, but in the next month or so, He-Man Thundercats is coming out. What? He-Man Thundercats? It's going to be crazy. I'm really pumped for that. But, how's Miss Marvel? I haven't read that one in a while. Let me know how that is. Alright, Rafael Garcia. Said, I'm a comic noob. Are issues of the Rebirth series going to be grouped into comic volumes, trades, later on like they did with the New 52? Please answer. And I did. I told him that yes, they would. They're going to start do that. They haven't finished the New 52 runs yet. I don't think all of them in trade. So they'll finish those up, and then as the Rebirth books get into like 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there, probably at some point, probably before issue 9 or 10 comes out, we'll probably have the first trade, I would think. So pretty soon. He replied again, said, thanks for the reply. I got hooked on the New 52 when the trades or the volumes started coming out because I find it easier to just wait for them instead of buying every single issue. And I'm completely on that. Like, I do that for stories that I want to read, where I don't want to necessarily go back and get like random issues of a series. I just want the trade, you know what I'm saying? So I'm with you, and that's a good way to do it. I think especially you can go to like big box stores now and stuff, and you can get those trades that have just come out. So it makes it a little bit more accessible for anyone just to go out and get a new comic, really, because some of those places you can get a membership deal and things like that, and all of a sudden you're getting a couple bucks off of every trade you pick up, and that's amazing. Or I was actually at Barnes & Noble last weekend, and they were doing a Marvel thing, buy 2, get 1 free. So you get 3 trades for the price of 1. So check those out, definitely. All right. Next is Bat Ghost Comics. Bat Ghost Comics. That's a really cool name, man. I like that. But he said, nice haul, so appreciate that. I'll definitely be checking out. I'm going to check out everybody's channel if I haven't already. So everybody watching, you make sure you do that also. And leave a comment, and I'll read it next week. All right, next, Jack Yo. What's up, Jack Yo? Appreciate you posting, man. Said, there is no way Jim Lee has drawn more than a page or 2 of Suicide Squad number 3. Yeah. What are the odds on 3 shipping on time? Probably not good. I haven't been down this Lee Liefeld McFarlane road before. I'm back on monthly books. Never again. Good stuff this week, and thanks for reading my comments. Hey, no problem. I'm with you. Yeah, those 3 guys can't put out books monthly. They really can't. Like, it just doesn't happen. But their art's so good that, well, not all of them. I'll say Jim Lee's is. Rob, I'm not sure. And, yeah. McFarlane. When was the last time McFarlane actually drew a whole book? I don't even know. Alright, next. Remember Porkins. What's up, man? How's it going? Like stuff you got going on over there. I think I missed your last video. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'll check it out. Everybody check out Remember Porkins. Subscribe over there. He says, I've only read Rebirth issues 1. I've only read the Rebirth issue and issue 1 of the Justice League. And so far, it's not really doing it for me. I'm going to give it another issue or 2 before making a decision on keeping it or not. Yeah, I'm with you. This, even, this most recent issue that came out last week, still, I mean, you get more things that are going on. So I guess I'm going to stick with it. 3 just came out last week? Or 2? I'll give it to 5. I'm going to stick with it till 5, see how it goes from there. So, I don't know. I need to cut down. I feel so bad. Like, what was it? Prior to Rebirth, I was doing almost the complete opposite of where I was getting, like, everything was Marvel, and I had, like, 2 or 3 DC books a week, maybe. And now I'm down to, what, realistically, I got 3 new Marvel books, and then 7 DC books this week. Or 8? 7? It's a lot. Alright, next. Strictly Comics. Alright, everybody. Strictly Comics and myself are all part of JLS's Comics Tuesday Comic Conversation, which is Tuesday nights at 7:30 on JLS Comics, so check him out. Strictly Comics, Edwin over there has, like, great knowledge of everything, good stuff going on. And what's he say? He's like, didn't know you're a editor over at comicbook.com. Yeah, over at comicbooked. ED at the end of that. I put a link in that one. Yeah, been managing editor over there for over a year, it seems. Well, over a year. And I was a writer before that. So, always looking for new writers. If anybody wants to write something, let me know. We'll talk about it. And he said, nice, I need to pay more attention. I don't read text much. I'll definitely start reading more now. Yeah, man, if nothing else, just check out, on Mondays, I put out the new comics list on there. So you can go there to comicbook.com, click on the new comics list, and bam, that's every new book that's coming out this week. That's not the trades, that's not second prints, that's the actual new books that are coming out. You don't have to weed through anything else. It's just bam, what new books are coming out. So, alright, that's all the comments for this week, everybody. So I really appreciate you watching. Like I said, leave a comment, and I'll be sure to go over it next week. So until then, keep reading books, man. Keep reading books. And here's a random question. Here's a random Olympic question. Who would win all of the gold in the swimming events at the Olympics? Namor or Aquaman? Who would win? Who would win? I don't know. It would be a very tough race. But Namor, I think, would... he might cheat. He might do some doping. And he would find a way to win. I think a little bit more. Arthur, he would probably be more chill about it. So, but yeah, what do you think? Who would win? All right, everybody. Have a good one.